appearance last year and trying to bounce back from a loss against Duke. Bounce goes the way of Leila Wells, and we are underway here in Blacksburg yet. Leila Wells driving in, getting the start here today as Kilah Wenzel swirls one in for three to start the scoring off for Virginia Tech. Baker pulls down the rebound, and we'll see Kilah Wenzel run the point here for Virginia Tech. She goes right to the rim and misses. Interesting to see as Leila Wells gets a steal automatically. Wenzel turns around, can't get it to go off the glass, but it's cleaned up by Kilah Freelon. Blue Devils, something they really need to clean up moving forward into conference play, trying to get that rectified here against Presbyterian. And one goes for Mel Daly.
See that, she goes up so strong, she's super athletic.
Can't go for Cunningham. And Leila Wells leads the track meet going the other way. Kick it out. Wenzel for the triple. Too short. Both teams ice cold from the field right now. What a good step all the way to the glass.
Both on offense and defense, and I'm really going to be excited. Of course, she faced some injuries last year too. That plays a part in it, but this year hopefully she'll get into that rhythm and have the consistency in minutes to really make a statement.
Collect the rebound. Leila Wells right to the glass, fearless on the drive, and the layup goes for the sophomore.
Leadership role, but she's done so well, and her game has grown also.
Layup no good. Karis Baker, well, speaking of the devil, ears must have been burning there, and one goes for the upperclassman from Connecticut for the Hokies.
She's so good at, but her biggest area of growth, and I think what'll be most important for her, is being active on the boards. She struggles with that at times, but she has the capabilities.
Around the arc. Suffren probes in. Beautiful layup for the Hokies. It's going to be a tall task. But you have seen a lot of fearlessness from Presbyterian, and unfortunately, turnover goes. Here comes Kilah Wenzel. Great carry to the hoop.
On the stretch, and then Kilah Wenzel kind of headhunting a little bit, eyes on the ball, timing it up perfectly to get that steal, and then coming down aggressively and making a really good decision at the rim. The pressure and the size of Virginia Tech, and they're doing everything they can, showing some speed, some skill. There's going to be some good things to walk away from tonight.
Now Presbyterian with numbers. Back on the deck and swatted away. Kilah Wenzel gets the block, silencing the shot of Morgan Boyd. Playing this one so far, 22-8. Found some offensive rhythm there at the end of the first quarter. Three no good. Trent cleans it up with the offensive board and the stick back.
Difficult to rebound out of his zone on defense, but Presbyterian coming out here in a 2-3 zone look to start the second quarter.
Smacked into the front court. Leila Wells, steal and the layup. Another look at the Hokies in transition here. Leila Wells telegraphed that all the way.
She really did. She's got length. She's
off of the deck, swatted back in. Here comes Wenzel. Bounce, what a good feed in for Kilah Freelon. And Freelon spins to the hoop, bounces through.
Ooh, I like that.
Virginia Tech not wasting any time, and unfortunately didn't pay off well there. Linger with a steal.
Ooh.
Tall. Going to the left side of the hoop with a right hand.
That was a beautiful hesitation move.
Hokies went right to the hoop. Leila Wells, another steal. Fights it back for Wenzel. To the glass. Foul drawn.
Yeah, that's a tough position to be in for the Hokies, losing their starting point guard, at least in these first 12.5 minutes. But it's also been an amazing opportunity to put their head down and go hard every time.
Now, do you think part of that is because they're undersized and maybe the strategy there is to try to sneak baskets just like that?
Definitely, yeah.
Larry, feed inside and blocked. Sophie Swanson making a defensive stance. Swanson, good drop off. Amani Jenkins right there for Virginia Tech.
Yeah, here she is doing what everyone on the Virginia Tech side of things knows. She's strong on defense, has that strong body, and then able to draw to and dish to the fresh.
Freelon puts it on the deck, off the glass and in. And Virginia Tech regroups. And one, count it for the Hokies.
Here's Samyha getting downhill. We're going to keep talking about it all night. Finishing, I did not wear a mask.
But you said that maybe there were times that you should have.
I absolutely should have. I walked out of games with bloody lips and swollen foreheads far too many times.
For Virginia Tech. Suffren looking for double figures. Now she has it. Velez pass is telegraphed. Who else but Samyha Suffren? Leading the charge, bounce feed, Daly. Now Virginia Tech really has forced a good amount of turnovers here. A great steal for Samyha. Here comes Peterson. Ooh, turn around and a great move there for the freshman from Springboro, Ohio, Anaya Trent.
Presbyterian came out in a zone, and I think they had that skip over to the wing to get a three-point shot, kind of forced it down low. Wasn't able to finish. And that might cost them.
And that is the first points in 7 minutes for the Blue Hose. Mel Daly, offensive board. No foul called. There's some bumping there.
Presbyterian, when the ball doesn't move quickly, they kind of run into some trouble. The play before you mentioned was beautiful. They moved the ball quick.
Leila Wells scoring quick for Virginia Tech. Figures for the first time in her career.
That's what you love to see from a coach, too. She's been given the opportunity. Your upperclassman is out, but...
What a night from the floor so far. 5 for 6. Carly Wenzel almost got the steal. Well done, Larry. There's a 3 for Presbyterian. Much needed for the Blue Hose. Leila Wells trying to stay hot, and she does.
Wow. Very strong, experienced player.
Suffren pulls up. Well, she's been hot tonight. We're seeing that added to her game as well. We saw the layups and the athleticism. Ball well, and didn't play to the coaching expectations against Duke. And that's a big part of this game is Kilah Freelon. It's another mid-range for the Hokies.
In those conference games decently early in the season, and expectations don't change with that. They still want to compete. Duke presented a lot of challenges. They're a really talented team.
And a balanced effort for Virginia Tech. Made 7 of 7. Those last field goals as the Hokies have heated up offensively. 8 of 8. Anaya Trent joins the party. And so far, as well as a couple of rebounds. Tall jump stop, splits through the defenders. Got it back and blocked.
She's been playing hard, not afraid to take those shots, which I think really means something.
Samyha Suffren rattles that one home. 15 points for Suffren. Allie Sykes in her first action in this game here in the third quarter. The freshman from Burlington, North Carolina, has to get it up. Snatched away by Daly. Suffren got the bounce almost. Offensive board, and the stick back able to go for the sophomore from Wisconsin. Suffren quickly to the hoop.
You could say that again.
Swanson returns to the game. Bretzel right to the hoop, and the bench is loving it for Virginia Tech. Play. What are some things that you think Virginia Tech has to really hone in on and mop up before they have to start playing a team like Florida State?
Yeah, I mean, I think they really struggled against...
Going to be undersized, so how can the athleticism outshine some of those other ACC teams as Sophie Swanson able to hit a field goal there on the layup driving. Quick steal, Swanson a spin move, and one.
And the strength, an amazing spin move, going up strong, kind of a little fadeaway, if you will.
Boyd trying inside and able to get the bucket to go from Morgan Boyd. Looking to maneuver through non-conference play as, well, that's Imani Jenkins. Paintless.
Hey, I don't think anybody would complain about 52 points in the paint, especially coming off the game that they had. It's clearly been a point of emphasis, them getting downhill, but I think they've made a case to be a little higher than that. We'll see how it all plays out. Obviously, Duke facing some struggles early on with their insanely competitive schedule.
For the Blue Hose. Bounce in, Jenkins was wide open. She seemed to be okay with it. 4 turnovers for Presbyterian. Turn around, Anaya Trent. Jenkins, offensive board. She's 4 for 4 from the field. 13 points, career high. Hand off down low. That was great ball movement there for Virginia Tech. We talked about how quickly they've been able to score. Tall. Cutting right, another spin. Another great play. Can't give enough respect to Amanita Tall tonight. Drive and a great layup. Back-to-back great layups there. Allie Sykes, her first points of the night. Bretzel, another layup. Make it 4 points for Spella Bretzel.
Mid-layup running back, she had a smile on her face. That play, she was all business. She's just taking care of it now.
Allie Sykes sinking the 3. Almost lost it. See if the Hokies chuck one up here. Spella Bretzel. And a piece on that, and ball goes 92-36. An emphatic victory for Virginia Tech as the Hokies improve to 8-3 on the season. Largest margin of victory